Welcome, beautiful yogis. Let's do some very gentle stretches that will help us sleep well tonight. So glad you're here, this beautiful summer's day, and this practice will just separate your day into your night, and our muscles, our nervous system, our attention, we can bring it home now to ourselves. So welcome. Come to lying down, please. Lie on your back. If you've got a little pillow for your head, that would be fine. Little pillow. Oh, Rumi's come to join. Lie down, Rumi. There we are. All right. And lying on your back. Have your knees bent so your feet are flat. Feel how your shoulders could fall away as your elbows rest on the ground. And how you could bring your palms onto your tummy, palms flat, and maybe your index fingers touch your thumbs towards each other. Perhaps they touch, it doesn't matter. But just having this sort of embrace over your soft belly. Now as you close your eyes, sense what is here. So the moment we close the eyes, everything changes. All that outer stimuli just disappear. And we can feel our own aliveness, we can feel the breath. We can also tune into the energy that's flowing through right now. And how as we link now with the incoming breath and the outgoing breath, we can welcome everything that shows up. Whatever is showing up for you in this moment, let it be okay. We come as we are. We come as we are into this moment, into this breath. And as the breath comes in, feel how your tummy expands and how that plays out into your hands. And as the breath goes out, there's a falling away, falling back, and relaxing. You might even notice how your lower back goes a little bit more into the mat, the surface where you lie. And how as the next breath fills your tummy, you might feel there's a slight movement in your pelvis. So there's maybe a little hollowing of your lower back, and then as the exhale occurs, belly relaxes back, you could feel how that hollow at your lower back drops closer to the mat. Let's stay with this little point of focus. So we're breathing through the nose and feeling the belly expand. Breathing out through the nose and feeling how the belly relaxes back and the pelvic tilts ever so slightly. And let's do this 2 more times. And so as there's a kind of gathering of our attention, gathering of all the disparate energies and all the things we've talked about and thought about today. Breathing away and honing that single pointed focus as we breathe in. Feeling the movement of the breath, how it relates to the hands, how it relates to the pelvis. And how it's different on exhalation. And so we're flowing with something that's really natural. 1 more. It's a minuscule movement of the pelvis. Good. And so now we'll stay right here. We will shift our attention now to the low belly beginning the breath. Now feel the breath rise upwards through your rib cage. And as you continue breathing in, feel how the top of your chest, top of the ribs fill with breath. And that's where we focus as the breath goes out. Top of the ribs, middle of the ribs, they draw in a little bit, and then the exhale completes itself with your tummy falling back again and that little pelvic tilt. Let's do that again. Inhaling into your belly, into your ribs, and then bringing the breath up to fullness and letting that go from the fullness place through the ribs and the belly, relaxing. Back, your hands just so gentle, warm on your tummy. Couple more. Gentle attention. There's a diligence called for here to play it out in all the different places we can focus and feel. We're not doing, we're just feeling it. Let's do one more cycle. Good. Now exhale completely. Now press your lower belly and your lower back into the ground. Good. And as your natural breath returns, bring your right knee close to your chest and see if you can wrap your hands around the knee or behind the knee. And exhale, squeeze that thigh close to your ribs. Now the arms straighten, pushing the right knee away on the inhale. We're making place for the inhale. And as we draw the knee in again, we're squeezing the breath out. Same time, left leg slides straight out. Straight out, push through the heel. Now keep that left leg engaged as we repeat the right leg, breathing in and away. And exhaling, pulling in, squeezing the breath out. One more of these. Squeeze the breath in. Out, 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 out. Good. Now keep your knee here. Even as you breathe in, raise the left leg just up above the floor. Keep it here, inhaling and exhaling. Left leg now above the ground. Stay for inhale. This exhale, let your left leg come back down to the ground and put your right foot on top of your left thigh, letting that left leg relax. Right arm relaxes out to your right. Left hand on somewhere on that right leg and draw it across your body and roll into a little lower body twist. So we're rolling onto the left hip. The right leg towards the left, so it's across the midline. And now how much ease can you bring to your right upper arm, shoulder, to the breath. Let the breath flow from the bottom upwards and flow out from the top downwards. Whole body is relaxed as we savor 2 more cycles of breath right here. All we're doing is tending what is here. Nice. At the end of that exhale, bring your right knee back up and step the foot onto the mat off your leg and draw your left foot next to it. So now we've got 2 feet, flat knees bend. Lift and lower your sacrum slightly to centralize it. And draw your left knee with both hands towards your chest, exhaling. Push the left knee away, inhaling. Notice how the pelvis tilts again. Exhale, squeeze it in, flattening your sacrum. And as we did, inhale the knee away This time, as we draw it in, slide your right leg straight out on the mat, push through the heel, keep that right leg invigorated, and the left knee moves away on incoming breath, squeezes in to help the breath go out. So we're doing this really slowly, following your breath with the movement. One more. Now on the exhalation, as we draw that left thigh close to your ribs, keep it there, strong in your core. Raise your right leg just up off the floor, breathing in and breathing out. Stay for the breath in. And then slowly lower your right leg down to the mat and release your left foot on top of your right thigh, standing on that thigh lightly. Left arm out to the left, and your left knee rolls across your body towards the right for a little twist. So it can be a very little twist, or you might go a little further to see what your body would like. It makes me think of the line from Mary Oliver. Just allow your soft animal body to feel, to do as it likes. It's allowed. Enjoying the 2 more breaths right here. So relaxed, so easy, so doable. Good. And so now bring your left knee back to up. Position the foot flat on the mat. Bring your right foot next to it. Feel your both feet on the mat so you can lift your sacrum and bring it to the center line. Good. Bring both knees towards your chest. Place a hand on each kneecap. Exhale, pull both thighs towards your ribs. And inhale, push both knees away. So we're back to that tilting of the lower back, tilting of the pelvis, and this is so soothing and healing and bringing prana to tightness, injury, vulnerability that we might have in the back. So the body does have its own natural healing capacity, and giving it the optimal space for that. So a little moving, a little releasing of prana into these areas. We've got 1 to go. Good. Let your left foot come down to the mat, then your right foot also. Slide your left leg straight on the mat as we had it earlier. Push through the heel. Now your right knee tilts and tips to the right. If it's a long way and that feels intense, bring a block, a little cushion to rest your right knee on. And so we're in the tree pose legs. The left leg is straight and the right foot on the inseam of the left leg. It's nice to do the reclining tree when it's evening time. And then let's raise on inhale, floating your arms up. And if you can, your arms will keep going until they're overhead. And now stretch both arms, stretch that left leg long and straight. And just for the next 3 breaths, add some vigor to the arms and the straight leg. And some vigor now to the exhalation. Instead of letting it just fall back naturally, pull it inward. So that is like a Kegel. We're applying the root lock and drawing the lower belly in. Release it for in. And again, as we exhale, drawing in at the pelvic floor, lower belly, navel, inwards and upwards. One more. Lovely. Relax the long leg. Lower your arms. Let them rest a moment at your sides on the ground. Feel that release of the arms. Now bend your left knee again so the foot is flat. Bring your right knee up and put your right hand on the kneecap, taking your right knee out to the right and back in. And so there's an outward rotation of that right knee, just opening into the hip, so that now we can bring that outer right ankle lie across your left thigh. Thread the needle legs. So this is terrific for broadening across the lower back, opening the right hip. And you could stay here or thread the needle, and that would be your hands meeting behind your left thigh. Left foot would be off the ground, and as you hold the thigh, let it all draw a little closer in, and you might start to feel this in your hips, especially the right one. We're in the allowing place, not the doing place. We're just setting it up for a natural stretch and opening to occur. And because the knees are so prone in the aging process to arthritis, other inflammatory issues, see how it would be to, on inhale, straighten your left leg up and bend the knee. Straighten the left leg up and bend the knee. One more time. Good, and let your left foot land. Place your right foot next to it. So your both feet are flat. Parallel hands on your belly and return to that low belly breath. Nice. And so if you were using a block or a pillow to support that right knee, just place it now to the left so that it's in place when we need it. As we now slide the right leg straight. Push through the right heel. We're going to tip the left knee out to the left for the reclining tree pose. So the knee, thigh could rest on a pillow or your block. And as you keep the vigor in your right leg, which is straight, raise the both arms. If it's not possible to raise your arms overhead, just have them up in the air. And we're going to keep this vigor for the 3 cycles of breath. And these are the active exhalations. The exhalation is that inward and upwards drawing at the pelvic floor, the lower belly contracts, the navel contracts. Release it all to breathe in. And repeat. Exhale. 3 areas that we draw in and up. Release for in. And one more. Exhale very actively. Good. Now bring the arms back. Have them land and rest and give up that effort of defying gravity here. Let them rest. Great. Bend your right knee so the foot is flat. Bring the left knee into your left hand and take it out to the left and back in, preparing the left hip now for this thread the needle pose. So we bring the left outer ankle to lie across the right thigh. Might be enough, or you'll let the right foot come off the ground to bring the right thigh within reach of your hands. And draw it in. Oh, hello, left hip. And the flow of breath. And so permission to slow down. Sometimes that's what it's needed. Give ourselves permission to slow down. To be in the receiving place. And the possibility now with the next 3 breaths to lift your right foot up towards straightening, but we're just hinging in that knee socket, bending it on exhale. 2 more times. And as we bend the knee again, let the right foot come to the mat, let go the thigh, put your left foot right next to it. Feel the landing of the foot and release those muscles. Our next pose is cobbler's pose, where the soles of the feet line up. You might need 2 blocks or 2 pillows now to support your thighs, your knees, as you bring the soles of the feet together and rest your thighs outwards. So we're forming a little diamond shape with the legs. And we could do that with the arms overhead. So see how it feels for your shoulders. Your arms creating that same diamond shape overhead. Now for some the shoulders say no. Please respect that. As you are, feel your breathing, the incoming, the outgoing breath. So reassuring. So nourishing and so calming. And maybe you can hear your tummy gurgle and digest. Welcome that too. One more breath. Nice, everybody. Bring your arms back. Your hands can help your knees back up together. And this time, walk your feet apart and let your knees meet. Lift to lower your sacrum, give it some space. Hands on your tummy. Soft belly breath. Good. Walk your feet closer together. We're still on the back. Bring your left thigh over your right thigh. Close the gap. Take that foot off the floor. And as you separate your feet, reach for your ankles. So this is the cow face. Cow face legs. Your sacrum now grounding. A little stretch in the outer left hip is palpable. And your low belly breath breathes right into the constriction that might be there as your thighs press close to your belly. Breathe right into it. Let your breath push into any feeling of compression. One more breath. Lovely, everyone. We're going to now let go the ankles and bring your shin bones close together. If you can slip your foot behind your ankle, do that. If not, try to keep your shin bones close together and your hands now under your head. A little for the core muscles. As we inhale the legs, the wrapped legs away, exhale them towards, lift your chest up so you're carrying your head, elbows towards the knees. Inhale, move them apart, head down, legs away. Exhale, curl up. And we've got 3 more, so take it slow. It's a little work as we curl up, squeeze the belly in. 2 more. And last one. Head releases back down. Foot lands under the legs. Parallel your feet. Arms next to your body. Palms down, close to your feet. Feel the feet. Feel the palms. Can you let your shoulders fall down a little more? And easy breathing. This is a moment between poses where we are also setting up now for a little bridge pose. So feet down, palms down, shoulders down, curl the tailbone and lift your sacrum up away from the ground. Inhale. Lowering it down, exhale. Stabilize through your feet and your quads. We don't have to go high. Raise your hips. Lower your hips. One more time. And lower back down. Release all the muscles, including your arms, shoulders, and hands. And that lovely contrast where there's effort and then there's releasing. We continue on now, the right thigh wrapping over the left. Foot off the floor, reach for your opposite ankles. Pull your feet wider apart, squeeze your thighs closer together. And draw your thighs as close to your tummy as you can. Breathe right into that. Just slow, conscious, easy movements. Places that may have been dormant. We move them, we stretch them, we wake them up again. Good. Let go your feet. Bring them closer together. Maybe tuck one behind the ankle. And cup your head again with your interlaced hands. So we're carrying the head, no strain in the neck at all. Legs move away on breath in. And on breath out, they come in, and the chest rises up, and the elbows reach towards the knees. Inhale away, and exhale, curl up. One more time. Good, head lies down, undo the feet. Let the feet land, and if cobbler's pose is doable for you, bring your feet together. Let them rest on those blocks or pillows, hands on your soft belly. Rest here and feel the currents of aliveness flowing through you. And let your hands help the knees back up together. Lift and lower your sacrum. Reach for your strap and put the strap around your left foot. Take the left leg into the air with as much strap as you need to straighten the leg. And if all is well, you'll slide your right leg straight out on the mat and push a little through your right heel. New places to feel. Great. Can you put both straps into your right hand, so the opposite hand? Bring your left arm out from your shoulder to the left. Creates a little ballast. Now the leg that's on the floor, your right leg, you can soften and relax that as we guide the left leg across the body. This is a twist, and we'll roll a little bit more onto the right hip. And we're stretching that lower left back. To amplify the stretch, locate in your mind your left sit bone and push it down. And stay for your long, slow breaths. Great. Strong inhale brings your leg back up. Take the foot out as we put the other foot into the strap. Right foot steps into the strap. The leg goes up to straight. Plenty of strap to relax your shoulders. Left leg straight out on the ground. New feelings, new sensations to acknowledge. Can you welcome them all without too much of a narrative, too much of a story? We're very programmed to have a story about everything being good or bad and so forth, and just let everything be as it is, exactly as it is. This moment, all is well. Great. Strap into your left hand. Right arm out to the right. Little ballast as we guide the right leg across the body. Doesn't have to go far. Left leg can be at ease. We stay a few breaths just to allow the body to register, to receive, to settle into this new space. Good. Strong inhale brings your right leg back up. Leave it in the strap. Bring your left foot into the strap as well. Both legs close together in the strap. enough strap towards straight your legs and towards your torso. Straight legs drawing in, so your back's completely safe. It's flat and supported. Now soften your hands so that the legs can go wider. The strap will slip through your hands to come to wide legs in the air. Meeting our breath again. Good. Draw the strap to bring your legs back together. Bend the knees. You can take the strap off, put it to your side. Now move your knees wider apart and your feet are facing up towards the ceiling. This is a happy baby pose. So you can hold behind your knees. And if your arms are long enough, you can hold your feet. And breathe here. So we're really in a squatting position, which is great for the hips, but we have no weight now on the legs. Making this position more accessible. And release your feet to the ground again. Feel that landing moment, touch down as it were. And feel the incoming breath. Outgoing breath. The next incoming breath, a deeper one. Holding it for a moment at fullness. Purse your lips and blow the breath out. Normal breath. Let's roll on over and come to hands and knees. We're on the hands and knees, and bring your blocks forward or just hands and knees, where we'll dip the middle back. So this is a pelvic tilt again. Lift your chest. Exhale, tuck under, round your back and look down. Reverse for inhale. Exhale, round your back, draw the tail under, lower the chin and pull your tummy in. So let's start to work that exhale for the next few. Inhaling and exhaling. Even as we round the back, really work that exhalation. Pelvic floor, lower belly, navel, inwards and upwards. Release, and we'll do it one more time. Great, everyone. Come to sit. We're going to sit on a folded blanket. We'll probably find a use for the blocks at some point. For now, we're sitting with the feet a little ways apart, nice and tall. And then bring your hands behind you to keep that supported upper back. Lift. and tip your knees, your feet side to side. Great, bring the knees up. Good, and now come forward and release your wrists with a little shake. And slide your left leg forward, so I'll be mirroring you. Your left leg slides to straight and your right knee bends out to the right. And if that is bothersome, put a pillow or a block there. Draw your sit bones back and square your torso towards the straight leg, lifting into your heart. Good. And so let's just rest the hands on the thighs. Grow your spine tall and draw the shoulders back, feeling your lovely upright spine here. Can you feel the stretch? So we did this lying down. It feels a little different, is a little different now. Good, now lift the heart and let your heart lead as you walk your hands a little closer towards your foot. So you might reach your knee or your ankle. And listening to your back. The exhalation now doesn't have to be active, but it is a releasing and a releasing forward. There's a softening quality to the exhale. So you might find as you exhale, your trunk can come a little bit more forward. We'll try that for 2 more exhalations. One more. To come up, walk your hands up that leg in a brace position to bring your trunk back upright. Sit tall and bring your knee upright too. So we want the foot flat. You could be flat across your leg or inside your leg. And now bring your spine way up to tall. And we're going to be twisting towards your right. So the left hand holds the knee and pulls it towards the midline. For some it will be the wrist, the elbow point. And we'll turn the tall frame towards your right. Upright torso, turning the ribs. Sometimes you hear a little pop in your spine. That was so loud I thought you might have heard it. Now ground through your sit bones and turn your face the opposite way, tilt the head. You can close the eyes and feel the current of the stretch, feel the inner body. And release back to the front, all the way to the front, and we'll switch legs. Your right leg straight, your left knee bent out to the left, supported as you wish. Just draw your sit bones back a little bit so we're committed to the very tips of them. We're sitting upright, hands just at rest. And so we're grounding through the sit bones to rise through the spinal column. Through it all there is breath. So even as we arrange the body into this optimal posture, there is this beautiful constant, this reassuring constant that's always with us. Incoming, outgoing, supporting everything we do. Great. So now we're going to take a lengthening up inhale. Feel how the sternum lifts and how the sternum could lead as we exhale a little forward. We're going real slow. We got lots of breaths here. Little sternum lift, and that softening forward into gravity through the exhale, so no need to pull. The releasing exhalation. One last one here. We're in the allowing place. Good. Now to come up, we're going to walk the hands up the leg, use a little push so the spine doesn't have to work at this time of night. And bring your knee up. Position the foot flat, either inside or outside of your straight leg knee. Draw your spine up the central axis. Wrist or elbow opposite over the knee, and press with your hand behind you to get tall. And now move your ribs. The ribs are moving towards your left. Squaring your torso in that direction. It's all happening above your waist. And now turn your head, rotating through the neck, tilt slightly. Close the eyes. Feel the inner body. And unwind, undo. Come to center, slide both legs straight. Draw your seat back. Good. Now we'll use the strap again around both feet. Sit upright, almost leaning back. That will give a nice little tug, tugging the hamstrings as we push through the heels. We're leaning back a little. Three deep breaths. Send your breath to where you feel it the most. Good, and come a little forward, soften your hands, remove the strap, take it out of the way. Good. Now, a seated cobbler's pose. Soles of the feet together. Again, you can use your pillow or block support. Scoot your sit bones back a little bit and rest your hands comfortably on your legs and sit tall. You might close your eyes and feel all that's here. Now if your back is fatigued, feel free to lean against a wall. We have 3 more breaths here. So this inhale, take it high, chest lifts. And then let your chest lead as we come a little forward. So your shoulders are forward of your hips now. Your hands could slide towards your feet. And the next few exhalations are a softening forward. So not a pulling. Let gravity take you. Hand coming up. Lovely, everybody. Now get comfortable in a seated position. Cross legs if you can. And we're sitting with a tall spine for a little pranayama before we lie down for final relaxation. So nice committed upright seat. And it'll be alternate nostril breathing. So we'll close the right hand nostril with the right hand thumb. Inhale through your left. The ring finger blocks off the left nostril. Lift the thumb so the right nostril exhales and the right nostril inhales. Full of breath, thumb closes it up again. Open your left, breathe out. Left in. Switch for right out. This is the pattern. Right in. Switch for left out. In left. Little pause here. Out right. Little pause on empty. In right. Close it up, little pause. Out left. Little pause on empty. In left. Little pause. Out right. Little pause. In right. Hold the breath. Out left. Little pause. Rest your hand down. Breathe through both. Little pause at the top. Little pause at the bottom of the breath. Stay with this. Good. So now, feel free to stay in this meditative seat, following your breath, or just go ahead and lie on your back and get ready for a lovely relaxation. Letting go and resting as long as you like.